Okay. Venkateshwara Ramalinga Gundam, sir. So where are you attending from, sir? Once you're able to hear, can you please put the mic on mute, and I will continue this session. Very good morning to Varnika, Kushi, and one DP says M, another DP says D. Shabir sir, Galaxy J2L. Okay, now without wasting time, let me introduce myself. This is Babu Raipudi, Director of BRICS Academy. We are there at two centers, that is in Bangalore. Our corporate office is there in Bangalore, and we also have branches in Hyderabad. We provide coaching for CA as well as CS and CMA, company secretary course, and chartered accountancy course, and cost and management accountancy course. Those of you who are able to listen, if in case you have any doubts, any questions, please make sure that you jot down on the paper. At the end of the session, after 30 minutes, you please try to ask me. Ma'am, all the mics, if you put it on the mute, it will be easy for us to continue the session. Okay. Now, if a student is in commerce field, there are three basic options. If in case a student is pursuing commerce, there are basically three important options. First one, in India, everybody thinks in the first instance is basically chartered accountancy course, and the second important thing is company secretary course. Third important thing is cost and management accountant. In other words, previously we call it as ICWAI. My session today is to tell you most very important what you call course, that is company secretary course, which is gaining a lot of importance in these days. If you want to go for CA, 90% of the papers are practical in nature. If the student is not interested in practical subject, it is very difficult for student to clear CA exam. And in fact, result percentage is not really very good when it comes to chartered accountancy course. When it comes to company secretary, results are better than CA, that is chartered accountancy course. And company secretary course is basically designed in such a way that 90% of the papers are law in nature. That means if you take an admission in company secretary course, lot of papers are theory and it is related to law. So about company secretary course, maximum information I'll give you in just next 25 minutes. Please continue hearing. Last 5 minutes or maybe 5 to 6 minutes, I'll give you a time to clear the doubts. All right, let's move on. The first important thing is how many levels are there in company secretary course. First important level is C seat, that is company secretary executive entrance test. That is usually conducted 4 times in a year. And the second important thing, after passing company secretary executive entrance test, you will have to study the second level, that is company secretary executive level. CS executive level exams are conducted basically twice in a year. And once you clear CS executive course, then you have to go to CS professional. CS professional. So there are 3 levels in company secretary course. First level is just an entrance examination, that is company secretary executive entrance test. The second important level is CS executive, that is normally conducted twice in a year. Whereas last one, that is CS professional, that is twice a year. So I will show you all those things. Now let's go by important questions related to company secretary course. What does this company secretary do? What kind of jobs will be available? So on and so forth. Look at this. Facts about company secretary course in India. As on 1st July 2019, there are about 58,690 company secretaries only in India. In the last paragraph, if you could see, more than 62,000 members are there who are qualified company secretaries. Right, one out of this only 10,644 are in practice. That means when you become company secretary, you can start working in the company. You can also start having your consultancy. Number of company secretaries who have been qualified, and in practice there are only 10,664. If you ask me one simple question, sir, right now there are 62,000 members in company secretary course. I mean, what is the demand for company secretary course? As of now, as per the latest estimates of ICSI, at least 1 lakh company secretaries we require in India. Most of the students who are pursuing BCom or who are pursuing commerce generally come to this course, though there is no restriction that other students cannot come. Most of the students who are actually pursuing this one, commerce course only, they used to come. But unfortunately, many students, even who are pursuing commerce also, they are not actually aware about this course. So because of not having awareness, this is one reason why majority of the students could not come to company secretary course. This is the number. So we need at least 1 lakh company secretaries in the country, but fortunately or unfortunately, because of lack of awareness, we have only 62,000 members as of now in the country. And I want to show you one very important thing. Whenever you want to take up the course, you wanted to see successful people in this course. And suppose I went to suppose if somebody has gone for a chartered accountancy course, highest salary is 3 crores, 4 crores. So we heard that only CA people are paid very well. We heard that only IIT people are paid very well. We heard that only doctors are, yes, IIT people are paid very well, doctors are paid very well, chartered accountants are paid very well. At the same time, company secretaries do not think that they are not paid very well. I have given a practical list as on date. See here, Dev Bajpai, 2.88 crores per annum salary, is currently working in HUL. Jayesh Merchant, 2.554 crores per annum, that is Asian Paints, is working. That means company secretary salaries also have reached more than 50 lakhs per annum. Majority of the qualified company secretaries are what you call drawing more than 25 to 50 lakhs, no doubt about. So the salary wise, in other words remuneration wise, consultancy fee wise, the demand for company secretaries is increasing, and it has become lucrative since 2013. I'll tell you simple structure. Before 2013, company secretary role was not very good in company. I mean, most of the activities which company secretary usually takes care were actually taken care of by chartered accountants. But after 2013, majority of the legal compliance activities are given to company secretary. The role, function, responsibility, importance, everything of company secretary increased after 2013. That means ever since 2013 new company law passed, since then there is a lot of demand for company secretary. Before there wasn't such amount of demand. Maybe that was one reason why in India majority of the students who are also pursuing BCom did not think of doing this course. This is the facts and figures. If you want, you can check, you can ask Google, and you can find out these names. 100% the genuine figures I showed to you. Next important thing, the first important question, the moment you ask your child or the moment you think about doing a CS course, first thing you will ask, is it easier than CA? Yes, 101% I can guarantee that doing company secretary job is guaranteed. Good salary is there, good status is there, good position is there, everything is there. At the same time, if you compare with CA, I'm not saying CS course is easy, I'm only saying CS course is easier than CA. CS course is definitely easier than, I mean, it is a tough course, but at the same time it is not difficult. Then you may ask one question, sir, what kind of a student can actually think about doing this? If you are passionate about law, if you want to be a legal advisor, if you want to be a corporate compliance advisor, or you like theory subject, most of the students usually they like theory subjects. And some students, maybe 40% of the students, might not show more interest in theory subject. But if you are interested in reading theory subject, if you are interested in particular about studying law papers, the best option I can tell you is CS. So definitely this slide will tell you, yes, it is easier than CA, but at the same time it is not easy like BCom. It is little tougher than BCom, but little easier than CA. That's what I can say. Does CS have any scope? The first important question everybody, sir, what kind of jobs, what kind of career options I can have if in case I finish my CS, that is company secretary course. Company secretary course, if you finish you have three important options. Option number one, you can start working in companies as a legal advisor, as a corporate compliance advisor, as a spokesperson for board of directors, so on and so forth. Best example, once you start a company, there are so many legal documents that you are supposed to file to the government, to various regulatory bodies. Who will take care of such things? Company secretary. And once you have a company, there are some meetings to be conducted. Okay, every company has to usually conduct some meetings. Who will actually take care of conducting meetings? Company secretary. So company secretary is now playing a vital role, especially big companies like public companies. So that is the first one. So once you become company secretary, you will definitely start working as a what you call corporate legal advisor in a company. Second thing, can I also apply for government jobs? Yes. National banks, most of the nationalized banks, and most of the what you call government financial institutions prefer company secretaries, because lot of legal issues are there in all these financial institutions. So job number one, you can definitely start working for private companies. Job number two, you can definitely start applying for government banks and government financial institutions. Job number three, the most important thing most of the students are nowadays preferring, is practice. That means if I get qualified as a company secretary, if I'm a company secretary, what kind of consultancy I can provide? I'm telling you, if you want to start company, there are a lot of legal documents need to be submitted. If you want to run company, there are a lot of legal affairs to be taken care. If you want to close company also, company cannot be closed unless and until law legal formalities are followed. So company secretary role is there when you want to start company, when you want to run company, when you want to shut down the company also. So company secretary, you have private company options, you have got this one, government jobs, you have got even practice. One more very important thing I would like to tell you, around 40 countries, highly advanced 40 countries in the world have signed an MOU with Indian Company Secretary Institute. That means Indian Company Secretary qualified students can definitely go there and work. I mean, suppose if you are qualified company secretary in India, the first question comes, can I actually work in UK? Yes, you can work in UK also. No doubt about it. You can definitely work in UK. Like this, even in Dubai, most of the companies are accepting Indian company secretaries as company secretaries. So that is one very important option I could see. One more thing. Which degree is the best for company secretary? Understand this slowly. If in case you finished your BCom with CS, while pursuing BCom, you can do company secretary. If in case you already finished BCom, you want to do LLB with CS, right combination. BCom with CS is right combination. MBA finance, MBA marketing with CS is not a right combination. MBA HR with CS is not right combination, but MBA finance with CS is a right combination. MCom any stream with CS is a right combination. If you're pursuing BBA, yes. So all these things while pursuing LLB, BCom, MBA, MCom, BBA, you can definitely do. But I would advise you one thing here. If in case a student has cleared plus one, plus two, that means plus two. If a student has cleared plus two while pursuing BCom or any graduation, could be BCom, could be BBA, anything, while pursuing the graduation, I would advise students to go ahead with this. That means if you want to do after BCom or after graduation, it would take a lot of time. So therefore, I advise you to take the course only while pursuing BCom. And you may ask one thing, sir, is BCom compulsory again? Yes, I'm not saying BCom is compulsory if you want to do CS, but if you do, it is better. I will move on to the next slide. Look here. What is the starting salary of a company secretary? Most of the students, first question they would ask me, sir, I have decided to do CA. My cousin has become a chartered accountant and he's drawing so and so salary. So if I do CS, what is the salary? Starting salary, the bare minimum salary of a qualified company secretary will be 40,000 to 60,000, depending on the student communication skills. As an employee, if in case you start your career as a consultant, as a practicing company secretary, definitely your salary would go beyond 70,000 to 1 lakh. As I told you, the well-established company secretaries in the country are drawing more than 1 crore. I'm not saying every company secretary would be able to draw it, but if the company secretary qualified candidate is very good at communication skills and is very much interested in law, then definitely the salary will be lucrative. That means what one should do if you want to get a salary. If you want to get a good salary, the first important thing is you must be interested in law. If in case you're not interested in law and you still want to get better salary, it is not possible. So the more you show interest, you can definitely have a practice and do it. So is CS a good career option? Definitely it is a good career option. In what way? Nowadays, number of companies are increasing or decreasing? Number of companies are increasing or decreasing? Increasing. Number of legal affairs in the company increasing or decreasing? Increasing. Best example, what do you mean by number of legal affairs of a company is increasing? Today if you could see, there is a GST, there's income tax, there are customs tax, there are so many taxes, there are so many regulatory bodies. And if in case you're a public company, you have to get listed in stock exchange, and every company is raising money in the form of shares, every company is raising money in the form of debentures, every company has to what deal with the financial institution, and every company will have customer complaints. How company will be able to handle all these legal affairs? I mean, company should be in a position to handle government, company should be in a position to handle customers, company should be in a position to handle any grievances raised by customers. So if you look at the perspective of legal affairs in the company, it one specialized person is important for every company, because board of directors do not have that much of time to focus their attention on legal affairs. So company secretary has come to limelight nowadays, not because this course is law, but because legal affairs in the company are increasing. Okay, that is one thing. Next one, what is the pass? That's very important. What is the pass? If I do company secretary course, what is the pass percentage of CS? I want to tell you one thing. Suppose if I'm in CA, the result percentage is not more than 10% to 20%. In CS, there are three levels: C seat, executive, CS professional. First level entrance exam, 40% to 50%, which no other course will give you. In CA, you will not have that much of result, that is only 20%. In CMA also, that is only 20-30%. But in first level of CS, result is very good. Then the second level, that is executive, 15 to 20% result is there. So result percentage is definitely better than CA, better than CMA. That means out of CA, CMA, CS, if you look at the result percentage, it is definitely better than other three courses. That means student frustration levels will be very less, because results percentage is actually very good. Nowadays, in fact, it is increasing. Next, is there a mathematics? Most of the, if in case you are a student attending this seminar, you will first, sir, I hate mathematics. I don't like statistics. Do you have mathematics in this? Guys, I'm telling you, CS entrance examination, or second level or first level or second level or third level, any level, please do remember, there's no mathematics, there is no statistics. And in the first level, there is no negative marking also. Whereas in CA, there is a negative marking, there is a mathematics, there is a statistics. I mean to say, company secretary course entry is very easy. And company secretary course exit is also, compared to other courses, results are very good. All right, that is one thing. Yes, so no mathematics, so you don't have to worry. Yes, I mean, you can start immediately after 12th standard, but I would advise, whether you are a parent or a student, I would advise you to start this course while you're pursuing BCom graduation. First year, second year, third year. There are three levels. First year, you can finish first level and second level half. And the third year, you can finish remaining. So overall, 3.5 years, you can definitely finish this course. I will tell you now, second level subjects I will show you and I'll tell you. So you don't have to worry when it comes to that. Means just like how you are, in fact, in BCom, there are mathematics papers, there are quantitative techniques papers, there are statistics papers. But whereas in company secretary entrance exam, there are no mathematics and statistics papers. And even in executive level, there are no mathematics and statistics papers. That is one very important thing. What are the job opportunities for a company secretary? Definitely, I told you, good position. Most of the public sector banks and financial institution, I repeat, most of the public sector banks and financial institutions, stock exchange, and most of the companies, you will find legal advisory positions. And nowadays, I'm telling you, you believe it or not, not only company secretary, even for LLB, demand is increasing nowadays in India. If you could look at, there is an entrance exam called CLAT entrance examination. That entrance examination is mainly meant for what? for law universities. And why? Previously, 5 years before, where was this importance? Many people used to think law means, okay, I have to become advocate and handle cases in the court. But today, where is the story? Today generation, law completely different. Corporate law is entirely different. You will work in the company, not in the courts. You might represent company on behalf of company. You might represent company in the court on behalf of company. That's a different story. So there are a lot of opportunities, no doubt about it. Can I do CS with BCom? Now, there are two questions here. Most of the parents, if you are listening, please listen to me carefully. What if I do only CS and I don't do BCom? What if you don't become CS because the final result is only 20 or 25%? So if in case in the event you were not in a position to clear final, at least you cleared half of the CS, with BCom you can get jobs. So I always advise the students, when you want to pursue professional courses like CA, CMA, CS, you always take this as additional advantage for BCom. That means mere BCom definitely would not be able to give you better classes. I mean, better career opportunities. Only BCom will not help you. BCom with some specializations definitely will help you. So I always advise, if you want to do any course like CA or CS or CMA, kindly do this course along with BCom. But now the question comes, sir, will there be any clash with BCom exams? Yes. Different states have got different dates, different universities in the country have different dates. It is very difficult for CS Institute to conduct exams without clashing other universities. Okay, can you please put the mic on mute? Those of you are who's, yeah, thank you. Okay, so my question is, suppose I do BCom and I also pursue CS, then this definitely will help. Even if you leave CS in between, it will help you. So without doing a BCom, if you want to do it, is difficult. And if in case you think there will be a clash of exams, BCom exams and CS exams, I would advise you to go for distance education. CS, CA, CMA, they will not expect you to have regular degree. If in case you think you can't focus on degree as well as, that means graduation as well as company secretary, I would advise you to take distance education. If in case you're able to manage, join in such a college where your college will get over by 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock at least. By 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock, if your college get over, then evening you can definitely focus on this coaching centers. Because every day for CS, if you're able to attend 3 hours, it's enough. All right. So I would advise you, either do BCom in a college where they support you with attendance, otherwise do BCom with distance education, but make sure you do graduation. I'm not saying it is compulsory, but I would advise you to go for it in future, because these are professional courses. Final level, there is only 25 to 30% results. So that means 70% of the students will not be able to make it. So if in case there is no degree, then you will face problem. Okay, that is one thing. How many attempts are allowed? Very important. If I register for CS, first level, I'm telling you, first level is an entrance examination. In a year, 4 times exam is conducted. First level is an entrance examination. In a year, 4 times it is conducted. Whereas second level, once you register, 10 times you can write. Only examination fee you have to write, but 10 times you can definitely write this examination. Whereas CS foundation, that is first level, 6 attempts are given. That rule is changed. I will tell you that. Okay, now my question is, once you register for this course, 6 to 10 times you will be able to write. Thereafter also, reasonable fee you will pay and renew yourself. So you don't have to worry, oh, I paid some 9,000 rupees or 5,000 rupees, I got myself registered, then I failed, again I have to pay. No, you don't have to worry. Every time you wish to write the examination, you will only write examination fee, not anything else. So don't worry, there are so many attempts. But we normally, our coaching style, if in case you are a Bricks Academy student, our coaching style is something where if in case you are not able to do it, we will not advise you. First level ke baad, we will definitely tell you whether student is capable of handling these papers or not. If in case you're not capable of writing second level properly, there is an option. In second level, 8 subjects are there. Out of 8 subjects, we will advise the student, if student thinks that it is a heavy pressure for him, we will advise a student to do it 4 subjects that I will show you now. What does CS do? That is very important. I told you CS will be an advisor to board of directors. CS will take care of corporate governance in the sense maintain filing documents, administration. CS will be a legal advisor. CS will be a spokesperson of board of directors. CS will be a representative of company in various courts. CS will be a representative on behalf of company for trade unions. So there are many, and CS will ensure, first very important thing, blindly, if somebody asks you what exactly company secretary does, you will say, boss, when I establish company, every company has to follow certain rules and regulations according to the government. Company secretary in the company will ensure that company will be following such rules and regulations. Suppose I am a listed company in stock exchange has some rules and regulations. Who has to ensure that these rules are followed? Company secretary. Suppose I have to file certain documents to Reserve Bank of India, or I have to file certain documents to income tax. I may have to file so many documentation. Who will ensure all these things are followed? Company secretary. Understood? So company secretary will be responsible for overall compliance. What do you mean by compliance? Whatever laws that are applicable to company, maybe PF Act is applicable, maybe Factories Act applicable, maybe Bonus Act is applicable, maybe Income Tax Act applicable, maybe company law is applicable, maybe GST law is applicable. Like this, there are several laws which are directly, indirectly applicable to various business organizations. You being a company secretary will be taking care and ensure that company will be adhering to such rules and regulations. So you are like next to board of directors only in the company. All right, I hope you're all understanding. If in case there are any doubts, you can ask me, but let me finish two more slides about CSIT. So in CS, how many types we have? Three types. Okay, first level is what? CSET. Okay, now look at this. This is very important. Those of you who passed your plus 12 or plus 2, or those of you who are in plus 2, or those of you who are studying degree first year or graduation first year, understand slowly. If in case you already cleared 12th standard, you are eligible to register for CSET. CSET means Company Secretary Executive Entrance Test. How often this is conducted? 4 times in a year it is conducted. And what is the subject matter? Look at this. Business communication is one paper, 35 questions, 50 marks. Legal aptitude, logical reasoning together one paper, 35 questions, 50 marks. Economics and business study, business environment is one paper, 35 questions, 50 marks. Current affairs, this is a new paper which was introduced recently. Current affairs and communication and Viva together, 15 plus 20 overall, 35 marks, 50 questions. 120 questions, 120 questions, 200 marks. Out of 200, how many marks am I supposed to score? If you get 100 marks, if you get 100 marks out of 200, you will be out of this examination. Slowly, 2 minutes, just 1 minute, you focus on this. So what is the first level of company secretary? CC. Question number one, who is eligible? The student who cleared 12th standard. Please put your mic on mute. The student who cleared 12th standard. The second important thing, can I do if I'm is it exempted if I'm a graduate? No. Whether you are a graduate or a postgraduate or a science or commerce background, whatever it is, those people who pass 12th standard should take up this if you want to do CS. So previously what happens, a graduate need not write first level, but today graduates, postgraduates, 12th pass students, everybody should take up this. No exemption at all. So this is a new rule. So irrespective of whether you're a graduate or a postgraduate, whatever, or whatever qualification you have, science or arts, whatever, you are supposed to take up this test. In a year, how many times this is conducted? This is conducted 4 times in a year. 4 times in a year. Next exam November is coming, next exam January, like that. How many times it is conducted? 4 times in a year. Everybody clear? So what is the in each subject 40% you have to score. In each subject 40% you have to score. Overall 200 marks you have to score. No negative marking, absolutely. I repeat, out of 35 questions 40% you have to score. Sorry, out of 50 marks 40% you have to score. Overall 200 may 50% you have to score. Suppose what is the criteria to pass economic subject? Out of 50, 40%. What is the criteria to clear total EET exam? Out of 200, 100 marks you should get. Understood? That is the first level. Dead easy in Bricks Academy. I'm telling you, last almost 22 years we've been in this industry. I myself have been in this industry last 22 years, and last 3 years we were almost giving 100% results in CC. So if you're a Bricks Academy student, I guarantee, record this one, I guarantee that I will ensure that you will pass CS EET entrance. That means we have that experienced faculty, we have that material, we have that exam pattern and everything. So we will ensure that we will give you 100% results in this level. Okay, that is my guarantee. You don't have to worry about that. Next one, CC passing criteria. See, each subject 40% you have to score, and overall out of 200, if you are able to score 50%, then you are passed. Okay, registration details and all, we will display our number, so please call on that number. You can go through. Next, look at this. If you want to write, if you want to, these are the dates: May, July, November, January. Company secretary first level is called CSEAT. This exam is conducted 4 times in a year: one in the month of May, one in the month of July, one in the month of November, one in the month of January. I mean, November 21st, the exam is going to be conducted. Next Jan 21st, exam is going to be conducted. That means for CSEAT, if you would ask me a question, sir, how many months is sufficient for me to clear CSEAT exam? 2 months is enough. 2 months, follow my classes, follow our exams, follow our material. In 2 months, we will ensure 100% you will clear this examination. If in case by any chance you're not able to clear without collecting extra penny, we will ensure next exam you will clear. You don't have to worry about it. But that failure question in the first level in Bricks Academy will not happen. I take it as a challenge and I will ensure you will pass. You don't have to worry. Whereas second level, student caliber is also very important. Student hard work is also very important. We will be able to give 60% results in the second level because second level subjects are more. Okay, that is one thing. Regarding registration, who's eligible, when to register, how to register, anything is there. We will give you our telephone numbers. You please call and find out exactly the dates. This is exactly the examination pattern of CSET. Okay, now allocation of marks. This is how. Look at the paper now. CSET. I want to focus in this section. First entrance examination. Business communication. How many questions? 35 questions. 50 marks is there. 15 questions, each one 2 marks. See how easy it is. 20 questions, 1 mark each. 15 questions, 2 marks each. So the question, I mean, you attempt less number of questions, you're going to get good marks. Legal aptitude also, same thing. 15 questions. So if you see paper 1, paper 2, paper 3. Paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, 15 questions are going to be for 2 marks and 20 questions are going to be for 1 mark. Okay, that is one thing. Next, if you see current affairs normally what we do at Bricks Academy, because current affairs, you remember, that is not general knowledge. Last year some students have misunderstood that current affairs is nothing but GK. No, general knowledge is different, current affairs is different. Current affairs is current happenings. 2 months before, we will, I mean 6 months before, suppose if you're writing in the month of November, last 5 months current affairs you have to prepare. We will ensure at least a student will practice 500 current affairs questions before he or she goes for an exam. So every day we keep sending on WhatsApp that this is the current affair you have to read and make a notes. So we will make sure that 15 questions at any cost you will not miss in current affairs. That is one thing. Okay. So overall, this is the story. Previously, I mean, they announced Viva. Viva is also online exam only, completely computer-based exam, online exam only. Viva was there before, because of COVID-19, they cancelled it. That is also conducted as an exam. Let us see now in the month of November, they might conduct Viva. It is like animated scenarios they will show on the computer. It is related to communication. They will ask questions. So that is 30 marks, 15 minutes time. Okay, this is a no negative marking in CSEAT. No negative marking. I want to wrap up saying 3 important things about CSEAT. If you want to study company secretary, irrespective of qualification, everybody must take up this exam. And there are 4 papers, and overall marks for which it is conducted is 200 marks. Out of 200 marks, if a student, he or she is able to score 100 marks, you're out of this. At Bricks Academy, we ensure on every subject, since it is multiple choice questions, we will ensure that you, on every subject, you will practice at least 500 questions before you go for examination. Until we reopen for classes, classes will happen online. If a student has taken a decision to go for this, you can definitely take up. We have got recorded classes, we have got live classes, we have got classroom classes once we reopen. If in case you are not from Hyderabad, or you're not from, let's say, Bangalore, no, not to worry. We will definitely be giving you live classes wherever you are, and at the same time recorded classes. And recorded classes, unlimited view we will give. Every live class is recorded, and that class will be given for a student until he or she goes for an examination. Normally, other institutions, what they do, they will give three views. They say 5,000 rupees, you buy this pen drive and view only 3-4 times. No, we will give you unlimited. And before you go for examination, we will also conduct what you call revision classes. Okay, let's see what is the next one. Executive, next level is executive. That is 4 subjects we have. Module 1 4 subjects, module 2 4 subjects. Let us not worry about these subjects until we clear entrance. Then third level also we have got module 1 3 subjects, module 2 3 subjects, module 3 3 subjects. So last level you have got 9 papers. Student is free to take up module wise. If in case student feel pressurized, we advise always students, better 9 papers you can't write at one go. You can take module 1 3 papers, take 6 months gap and write module 2, take 6 months gap and module 3. So like this. And last paper, elective papers are also there, and paper 8 is open book examination. So frankly speaking, last level, that is professional level, if you ask me one question, sir, is coaching required? Coaching is not required. 1 or 2 papers you might require coaching. Most of the final papers you don't require coaching. Coaching is required only for first 2 levels in this course, as far as my experience is concerned. All right. So now, last but not the least, we have got 1 minute to go for my 40-minute seminar. And please do understand, just like chartered accountant having articleship program for 2.5 years, is there any training program for company secretary? Yes, it is. When training starts, a student who cleared first level and second level, I repeat, a student who cleared first level and second level, you will have to undergo a training of 24 months. Supposing if you are not interested in taking a training after second level and you want to take a training after third level, that is also available. So it is not compulsory to take a training after second level. If you wish to take training under a company secretary or under any consultancy firm, you can take. Otherwise, you want to take a training after professional, overall 24 months. See, 1 month training here, 1 month executive development program is there, that is IT, information technology, soft skills. And 21 months you have practical training, and 1 to 2 months residential training is there. Please do understand this. I repeat, 1 month you will have IT, 1 month, 21 months you will have practical training, 2 months you will have 1 to 2 months residential training at this selected cities you will have. So within 24 months, then you will be, once you write final, you will be given a membership number, you will be declared as qualified company secretary. All right. And BRICS Academy, I'm proud to announce that almost every batch we are securing 100% results, and every batch we are securing almost ranks. Like latest ranks we have got all India 10th, all India 20th, all India 24th, all India 22nd, and the recent exam also we got 100% results. First level BRICS Academy, almost we are securing 99% to 100%. And if you have any doubt, we will give you with hall ticket numbers also. You don't have to worry about that. And I quickly wrap up this session. If in case you have any doubts, please do call on this number 9513333267. And if you take an admission after attending this seminar, we will reduce the fee, we will give you a scholarship. And please call on this number and talk to us. If in case personally you still have any doubts and you want to speak to me, and my office person will share my number, please attend. Okay, have a good day, take care. Any questions, any doubts? If you